Welcome back to the channel, everybody. In front of your eyes, it may look like a belemnite, but this is actually a dentalium. So it's a small mollusk, so an actual shell, whereas the belemnites are a prehistoric extinct squid. Here's a big example of one here. This looks a little bit similar, but it's actually a mollusk, otherwise known as a tooth shell or a tusk shell because of the shape of it. Unfortunately, this is only a small segment. If I put it on the grid here behind my hands, you can see there that it's just under 2 centimeters, which it's probably about 3/4 of an inch for my US viewers. And yeah, it's got like an almost fake looking pattern in it. Absolutely beautiful, so it could turn out amazing. All we've got is this end and this little window to look at. So who knows what's lying underneath this crust. There's only really one way to find out, and we're going to jump straight into it and get that done. Start off with a fairly medium grit kind of diamond sintered, and then touch it up with the highest grit. And then, yeah, novas and hopefully cerium oxide, because that means we're travelling along well. So let's get this little fossil under the scalpel and perform some surgery. Well, we haven't been really lucky with this one, so it's alright, but there's significant amount of imperfection, inclusion along here and a little bit along here. Now I could get rid of it, but I really love the shape of this thing and I just wanted to get through the crust and see what was underneath it. And unfortunately there's a bit of inclusion. If it was worse than this, if it was maybe half the stone just kind of covered by it, then I would probably go ahead and cut it free. But I really don't want to change the shape much more than it is already. So I think we will actually just keep all of these little inclusions in it and basically just scrub it up as is. I think it's just too nice to absolutely burn through. And it does have a nice colour. If we get it in focus, have a look at that. This is already drying, so if I can just get a little bit of water on it, you can see there, it's beautiful colour. Who knows, maybe I will go down further on it, I'm not too sure. It's just this area here that I won't. But that's okay, that's the bottom. So maybe I will take off a bit more on the top and just try to get that colour to really pop. Because it is pretty nice. This might take some thinking, so I reckon I might pause the video here and we'll do a part 2 later on. You guys can comment down in the comment section whether you want me to really carve into it or kind of polish it as is. And yeah, we'll see what everyone else thinks. Because it is a nice piece and it would look fine polished like this. You'd just have all these little brown spots around the place. So, I don't know, we'll leave it up to you guys. Have your say down in the comments. I'm kind of happy either way. It's only a really small piece. I myself think that we just polish it up as is. The colour will still shine through, there'll just be a bit of inclusion in the face and a lot on the back. Or we can cut it down and just get a nice stone out of it. Either way, have your say, I'll do whatever, and I'll just move on and carve away at another piece for now. I've got a couple long-term projects going at the moment which are pretty exciting too, so I don't want to spoil those, but they will be popping up on the channel over the next coming weeks. So stick around, and yeah, have your vote, and we'll make a decision from there.